Hi there. Thanks for coming to Do Better Fest, and especially thanks for visiting me, rap legend Jesse Dangerously. I want to spend a very special birthday boy shout out to Joey Zed. And I would like you to give it up for my DJ, Winamp. We're going to kick the jams for you. Here's a really good intro.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. A being no larger than an ordinary man, but possessed of powers and abilities never before realized on Earth. Champion of the oppressed, physical marvel extraordinary, who has sworn to devote his existence on Earth to helping those in need.
That's me, J.D.
Let's talk about Jazz.
That's me, J.D.
Hey, they say it ain't safe no more, whatever, cause it never was. I seen you greasing your clippers to get above my level set above the aggregate. I love to aggravate. I'm picking up your girl for either eating out or take away. Take a place in the amazing grace. Wait till I make arrangements. I'm fatal, your place adjacent to waste. Ready to get picked up and death bins kicked up. A fuss when the kid got sick of discussion and brushed in. What you wanna do? Nothing. Cry me a river like I'm the new Justin. Buy me some dinner, try to win my trust, then hide the slight adjustments of a liar when he's hustling. Fighters, I crush them, bust them in the chops. I won't provide them sustenance. I'm not the guy to tussle with. You kids are like dust in the gust of wind. Blow me. You must have been only here for us to win, homie. Once again, I ran out of rappers to smash. I need more, so bust them in the hand of the gap with the tax. I'll read north to south side. Rap like an ass. I call you Eeyore. Call before you rock. Know what you wanna fuck with me for. 3/4 of MC swore they make me poor. I offer them the option to flee for the reform. Fourth quarter, I stick the CD stores, and now they say it ain't safe no more. I said, Okay, and that beat stopped. Because the DJ's really good. And let's keep it moving with one of my hits. Protagonist.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
And so forth.
I would like to play one of my own compositions.
First I'll rap,
I hope you like it.
first I'll rap.
It is called
Right after Protagonist, step with the poorly predicated fallacy. I will surely decimate your faculty. I do not debate, don't at me, just listen until you're re-educated naturally. My medication actually helps me feel like myself and it's real and it's healthy. Set the goal to be certain whether just to get to know the burden of your selfies, or else they drift and aimless. Only know which stage rich or famous. Surface from the winter dusty, new girl just dangerously. Right after Protagonist. Right after Protagonist. I dare you, right after Protagonist.
But first I'll rap.
I hope you like it.
Put the gosh darn amethyst ring as the boss. That you think an art mammoth extinct of a mastodon. The polar glasses on. You heard that? Pass it on. If not, rewind to the Red Man Jam. That's what I had to say. The dead can't dance. So poster boy for the coaster wars. Till the punch drink at a 10 grand stand. Funny by accident, cashing in from passive income. Passionate, brash and winsome, handsome, massive and masculine from roughness. Go after friend, don't rhyme, I'm assing it. In a battle of wits, I'm your casting it. Fancy pants, I'm a castle, you're king. Check my checkered past, the unique pattern I got in my jacket. The only tag I popped the dye package, yeah, you bet your ass. I'm the Indians, Kanye meets Lindy West. I'm off Twitter, I've been depressed. I catch more wreck than recompense. Now watch me blow this check on rent. Check on your sensitive films more often, or don't go make a big show with the coffin. No one wants that heartfelt R.I.P. post more than a moment talking. So, sorry for the brand proposal and preemptive waste disposal. Trash makes filler so visible. Hashtag no filter, not affect your foes. Right after Protagonist. Whoa, right after Protagonist. In your book and your movies. Right after Protagonist. C'est moi, French kiss noise, c'est moi. Dinosaur meets Renee Descartes, lazily begging all day like astronomers, lazily gazing all day at the stars. Ding dong ditch when I'm knocking on death's door. This is what you call me my best for. Tapping my desk door, rally round, knocking the office King Kong on my desk drawer. Now somebody said I was a genius, which is very nice, but I am not the genius. The genius is Gary Grace, I'm Scary Spice, 5 alarmer, opposite is private drama, Bobby this gospel, Bobby this gospel, up all night and shining armor rhyme. Jewel kills are active, moved down to the pool filter, after that the Chewbacca, women of Bachman, I saw what's a problem, Ron River like Sarah McLaughlin, took to the rhythm of being no Gallagher, jet the devil and beat him with soul caliber, co-pilot of my own wild ride, and never get red like a week of old calendars. Right up at Protagonist. Right up at Protagonist. Yeah, I dare you, right up at Protagonist. Motherfuckers. Hey, right there, all you writers, go write a fat protagonist, or hear the size of your ideas, and recognize your audience. It could even like be a girl or something. Oh, you might have noticed a few fumbles in the third verse there. Those are artisanal fumbles. Those are special, bespoke fumbles. So I never do any rhyme perfect. I do it better than perfect. It's got some mistakes in it, some flaws. I woke up like this, and that's the way you know that I'm not just kicking it over the recording. Right? All right, this beat's by Ginzu Fee. Look, I don't need your accolades, I'll get by on apathy, cause I'm not Tinkerbell and I won't die if you don't cry for me. I don't need a master's degree or cheap diploma from a college. I don't need my homework and knowledge. I don't need to know the problems or flaws of my hip philosophy. I don't need a lot of goblin tales or cryptic prophecies. I don't need a boss, a decent wage, or code with RSP. I don't need security or time to make my artistry. I don't need one thin dime, not a red cent. I don't need the queen, a dead prime minister, or president. I don't need free hospital beds or men of medicine. I don't need impossible pledges or debts diminishing. I don't need much of anything, you know, nothing major. I sure don't need that patronizing smile or fucking favor. I don't need your agonizing mouth to walk. I don't need the idle talk. I don't need the honky cat, crocodile rock. I don't need Jay and Silent Bob or places I could walk. Look, I don't need your world. I'll just stay inside a lot. I don't need the Micronauts or Rainbow Bright or Thundercats. So I for sure as hell don't need that Yu-Gi-Oh or undergrads. I don't need an unimaginable sea of financial wealth. I don't need 2 arms, 2 legs, my lungs, and my mental health. I don't need to represent myself in a flattering light. I don't need human rights. None of them matters tonight. I don't need your sons or daughters, thanks. I don't need your guns or God or underwater tanks. Don't need your funds or charter banks. I don't need a rapper hating rap. I don't need the paperback or hardcover. Take them to the favorite track. I don't need to pay for that, and I don't need a credit check. I don't need you laughing at my jokes if you don't get it yet. I don't need chicken and steak, and I need a piece of cake like I need a kick in the face. Nah, McDonald's, I don't need a break today. Don't need a game to play or a function to serve. I don't need a kung fu manual to know when I'm punching a nerve. I don't need the Bunsen burner, test tube in the autoclave. I don't need an auto save position, I'm not afraid. I don't need the one that got away, a cat that came back. I don't need my heroes with me on the same track. What I need is what I got, is what I got, is what I need, is on I've been to. On that thought, I need not continue. Go Ginzu! This one's for you. I know you need this one. Come to the right place. Look, don't think about the outcome, just act. Ooh, not like that. Alright, okay, bad advice. Look, I take it back. Too late, huh? Well, rats. Overthink everything. Let time get away from you. Don't even blink till your eyes sting. Let time get away from you. Get away from yourself. Find a place, time the paper and go. Lie awake and exposed. Let your mind race and explode. Take it easy. Always be hard on yourself. Your own worst critic. But I'm happy to help. Bad advice. I got bad advice. I'm giving bad advice. I just want to help real bad. I got bad advice. You're getting bad advice, Look, I got bad advice. Hey, I just want to help. Get a life and keep it safe like a secret. Go get that cake and eat it. Make a promise, fake like a free gift. Make like a tree and die. Gradually, I actually am not all that ecstatic to leaf. Just close your eyes, raise your hands, fall backwards, no place to land. Don't make a plan, fate will guide you gently downwards, just like I do. Float like a butterfly, sting like a butterfly, think like a jellyfish, float, drift, float like a butterfly, sting like a butterfly, think like a jellyfish, don't trip on my bad advice. Yeah, I got bad advice. I'm giving bad advice. Look, just wanna help real bad. Got bad advice. I'm bad at life. Give mad advice, but it's bad. So I help real bad. That's on me. I should have warned you before I started giving you advice that it would be bad. I think it's time to get into the personal section of things, starting with here. I have a poem for you, kind of like reaching kind of deep here, something I don't like to talk about that much. It's a poem about how I'm very, very good at rapping. And other MCs, not so much. Oh, I didn't practice. Rapping's not a gift I got. I'm God's gift to rapping. So rip the rapping open and I'ma put my thing in action. Applaud the main attraction. Discard the rubbish I flattened with rhymes. So innovative, they're not just published, they're patented. It's not a gift I got. I'm God's gift to rapping. So rip the rapping open and I'ma put my thing in action. Applaud the main attraction. Discard the rubbish I flattened with rhymes. So innovative, brand new, heavy. Ran through every MC in evidence. Never being hesitant or ever seeming penitent. Never been better than any event or talent show. Pardon the violence and sardonic smiling. I'm styling so hard I'm murdering malice-filled artists on the battlefield. I'm giving so much face I got a callous grill. I'll show you how you're still green about the gills. Half the skills of daffodils. I'm beating out the band. Look at your sarsaparilla glass is filled. You're eating out my hand again. Understand the rain, freaking out, panicking, backing the wrong candidate, and debating song and dance, waiting for your chance to make amends or play defender in the classic ancient chassis. Nasty glares will greet defeat. Better have your ass prepared to be the weakest. Like goodbye and mind the prying glassy stares. They last for years, and that's a scary part. Beware the odds of march. No comparing by the bark. After the hairy eyeball starts, I'm a lark, a narc, I'm a silent, compiling a file in every genus of phylum and species of style, but it's too easy. Like putting feces in pals, so one might as well try to sell the sizable service I provide till I'm saved by the bell. So I play by the rules and I wave by the dues that I gave God his due. I'm amazed I can do this thing like a true champ inside the boot camp. How many food stamps it take to buy new pants, and how much better do I have to be than other rappers before you take a chance with me or even glance to see past? You know what? On second thought, don't answer me, cause rapping's not a gift I got. I'm God's gift to rapping, so rip the rapping open and I'ma put my thing in action. Applaud the main attraction, discard the rubbish I flattened with rhymes. So innovative and I just published the patent. It is not a gift I got. I'm God's gift to rapping, so rip the rapping open and I'ma put my thing in action. Applaud the main attraction, discard the rubbish I flattened with rhymes. Now rip the rapping off the package and bask in the afterglow. It's interactive, awesome, massive, and naturally passable in quality with no apologies for being practical or pragmatic. It's magnetic, attractive, and retractable. Masterfully crafted from the finest in materials and plastics with a drastic eye to satisfy the masterminds we serve and pacify concerns as they arrive, like safety, easy use, and if it burns or the sprays your eyes, my words they can plagiarize. But that's a small concern. I stay apprised of circumstances. Other firms are way behind in the development methods that debut to our progressive. They lack a sharp perspective on next week's architecture. Yes, we are protected against imitation. Our solution is innovation in ways that are hard to duplicate. A stylized execution by my estimation, hides my recipes from prying eyes infiltration. Besides the insulation, though, there's a light of truth disguised by simple statements, keeping me biter-proof. The real reason thieves and prowlers are back in office is my whole styles, cold files of the patent office. We got all the legal documents in place so we can leak our secrets out. No need to lock them in the safe. It's shocking and amazing. Talk about the breakthrough and the precedent. Never being reticent to separate up and say the rap is not a gift of God. I'm God's gift to rapping. So rip the rapping open and I'ma put my thing in action. The blood, the main attraction, discard the robots are flattened with brains. So innovative and not just published the patented. It's not a gift. I got God's gift to rapping. So rip the rapping open and I'ma put my thing in action. Plug the main attraction to start. A rubbish I flatten with rhymes. So innovative and not just publish their patented. I know you're at home and we're not in the same room together right now, which sucks for a lot of reasons, but I would like for you to applaud. At least until the next song starts.
Sometimes I'd try to tell them something and they didn't listen.
Not with a bang, but with a whimper though. My inner glow is down to cinders. My winter coat is silver tape to mend all the little holes. There's a 20-sided die in one sleeve. How what got inside, I'll never know. My coat is old enough to vote in the federal. The stove is cold, so no one is ever home. My letter opener is broken. I'm left pushing the envelope. I endeavor to let her know what I never said and let it go. I mumble algorithms and the subroutines. Listen, I'm Uncle Alvarez when the drum machine kicks in. Under pressure like a submarine, Captain Crabbing after the accident. With passion so panicking, I'm the manager managing whip. Little or no firm support, and all I could do was just fiddle or Rome burns. No kidding, no kid, I'm an old person. I'm Moby McMoperson, quoting verse from the ghost of a broke version of. This is the soundtrack to my second adolescence. This is the side of bed that I wake up on. Not to be clinical, but this is my depression. Not to be cynical, but every love song is a breakup song. This is the soundtrack to my second adolescence. This is the side of bed that I wake up on. Not to be clinical, but this is my depression. Not to be cynical, but every love song is a breakup song.
I'm so glad to be with you today.
You are?
I have the feeling that you like me.
I do.
You like the way I talk.
Yes.
The way I look.
Yes.
You know that I like you too.
In like a lamb, out like a lamb chop. The prestidigitator, handy with a hand job. Standoffish, can't profit through planned obsolescence. I'm the guy that sucks and got depression. Got the lesson, knows you can't. Knows the best in the land. Opposite, fans got abandoned, man. Stop projecting, got the medicine. Damn, doctors hate him. Conversation can't hand out rattles. His rant soft verbatim. No, I'm not having this conversation. I'm talking here. The Rocketeer, cross with the auctioneer. It's rotten. The Rocketeer, cross with the auctioneer. It's rotten. I've forgotten the plot thread. I misheard what was not said. My sermon is nonsense. Serving is a permanent process. I haven't got the courage to stop yet. This is the soundtrack to my second adolescence. This is the side of bed that I wake up on. Not to be clinical, but this is my depression. Not to be cynical, but every love song is a breakup song. This is the soundtrack to my second adolescence. This is the side of bed that I wake up on. Not to be clinical, but this is my depression. Not to be cynical, but every love song is a breakup song eventually.
Do you ever feel like that?
The house was on fire when we moved and we could sort of smell it. People tried to tell us we were overzealous, so rebellious. And eventually the millers of the grist for the gist of what eventually befell us. Intentionally inhalers of the vapors of smoke worse. And my hero was Helen Keller, the great socialist spokesperson. Croak words in my vocals, my throat's hurting. Escape was so urgent, but I couldn't know for certain. Friends could sense the glow of embers, no offense, just throw the dirt and blowing in the wind like over the stove curtains. One little gust, the polyester melted like a martyr in the crucible. And probably just selfish. Now I know how Joan of Arc felt me in my big mouth. In too deep to dig out. Poor flawed design by the time it got too much. The doorknob was hot to the touch. It blew up. She locked me out of the room and threatened suicide. She locked me out of the room and threatened suicide. She locked me out of the room and threatened suicide. I was born into a home that started smoldering. It kept me warm during the months that we were colder in. I was the older kid, and when my hair was shoulder length, I better know, but she could never hit me when I told her. Holy shit, I have never got over it. Howling through the bathroom doors, so oppressive, go revenge, loneliness, and message of yesteryear. I couldn't be the one that let the messages left it there. That's how I got trapped years later. That's how I got blackmailed and stabbed years later. That's how I got threatened and stalked where I crawled. That's how I got arrested by cops that I called. Lost my job, my core, my focus. Friends let me stay when I was borderline homeless. When they had to ask me to go, it wasn't hard. It was just that they had found their own homes targeted by arsonists. Put the phone out of the wall. She lost suicide, ripped the phone out of the wall when I called for help. She locked me out of the room and threatened suicide. I ripped the phone out of the wall when I called for help. They locked me out of the room and threatened suicide. Moments, and for some strange reason your heart is soaking in water damage. Wrapped in gauze and banded embers, packed and lost to light the same fire in every spot. I stopped for the night. It's not enough light to see without giving myself the third degree. I tried to keep it out, but now the fire is deep inside of me, and everything I touch becomes a light. My love is like the sun, and when you smell the smoke, it's time to run. Yeah. I'm with the sun going down on me. Shadows got long in the tooth while I wander confused like I'm neutralized. Don't be like euthanized. I've been sitting on this hard floor, this cold floor, bone tired, my body stiff, my heart sick, my soul sore. All my life I've been battered on. All my days have been so short. I can't sleep if I hold forth. I hold court, I hold the fort. I don't sleep, I sit and stare. 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 I don't sleep, I don't sleep. I haven't showered today.
Can I get away with it?
I haven't showered this week.
Can I get away with it?
I can't remember the last time. I can't come up with a reason to. I can't be further from satisfied. I'm not certain what people do. Sundown, unwound springs rusted.
Why, how do you do?
Good, and you?
What's good, my dude?
Not much, and you?
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, and you?
No, but how are you? Like, really?
Well, now that you ask, I mean, I don't know. I sat on this floor a long time ago. Just for a second, but that second stretched till it was epic like Ivanhoe. I got it to do with the length of my bells. I'm needing my brain to quit racing and chill. So I'm taking a pill. I don't call it a little white lie. I'm looking for truth. I'm looking for focus. I'm looking for youth where I'm useless. I'm looking for hope where I'm hopeless. I want a pretty little silver bullet. I want a steady starry pistol. Ready, steady, go. No more warning shots. Mornings lost out of a warming pot. Cold sweat pouring off. I want a whole heat when I don't sleep. Sundown, gun down, my problems. Chamber one round, spun round, sundown, one ground. I'm under, I still hear thunder. No wonder. I don't sleep, I sit and stare. 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 I don't sleep, I don't sleep, huh?
Alice area ought to make some signs. Those signs ought to say, no tears for queer. Sin and shame, not pride. No bags in heaven. Bags burn in hell. Bags hate God. Turn or burn.
Lord, have mercy.
God hates bags.
Christ, have mercy.
Or something like that.
When I was 19, I wrote a song, a work of fiction, a childish fantasy I hope would make a person listen. First-person narrative, I used a certain diction to play a role, and also engage in circumscription. Everyone that heard the riffs of 7th grade dancers asked the same question. I never gave them straight answers, but I didn't think I liked boys, cause boys called me a fag so much it blended into white noise. Somehow the sense I was never enough. They didn't have to ask me what my preference was. Nothing I can say was ever enough to ward them off me. Now I got a war that haunts me like a veteran dead. Yeah, I guess it gets better and stuff. I mean, you learn to conform, crush eccentricities, return to the norm. Sure as you're born, certain forms of force until the life is when you give them the performance of your life. You're not different, you're just another victim. You'll never fit in with other children. If you can hold on a little bit more, you will get to see the reasons they were hitting us for. Lord, have mercy. Christ, have mercy. When I was 14, I didn't want to be male. Couldn't tell my best friend that little odd detail. Self-preservation prevailed. I kept my feelings private. Everyone believed the lie that I presented, even I did. Never said I was a girl. I could only wish I was and feel ashamed about my fat body and homeliness. Ironically, I didn't know that that's how girls are supposed to feel in a culture that doesn't treat them as though we're even close to real. I didn't know the deal. I was a boy with long hair. I shut the door on that and acted like I'd never gone there. That's privilege. I retreated a safe distance and stayed hidden. It was easy not to face difference. I'm fairly positive this is all coming out wrong. I'm not closeted, but this is a coming out song. So if this problem ever gives you trouble, just remember, you're not the only one struggling with gender. You're not different. We're all doing it at the deal, trying to find a sense of zeal and dying for a sense of feel. And if you just hold on, believe me, you'll figure out that no one really finds it all that easy. Lord, have mercy. Christ, have mercy on us.
Piece of wood that burns quick, hot, and long.
Homophobic, feminist, transgender,
And it is an elegant metaphor that we ought to freely use.
Everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah, everybody, rock your body right. And that's how I get out of the really exposing and vulnerable songs tonight. Alright, thank you so much. Rap legend Jesse Dangerously. Thanks for following me where I went. Didn't have much of a choice. There's no channel clickers anymore. This is my last and final number of the evening. DJ Winamp, take us home. My hair's funny. I'm gonna do this over. Yo, step with bass like Ron Carter. That's a non-starter, even if there's more of you than avant-garders and Montmartre. Bonaparte Vodka, Napoleon Bonaparte, you could still get blown apart. Homie and thrown to sharks, glow in the dark. Stars don't hardly impress astronomers. Knowing that park cars can party unless they're honking first. That's why I rap fast usually, so you could be still impressed if I come half-assed or foolishly still. 14 syllables and it wasn't about car wheels. Hey, I'm friends with Hope Larson, a dope person, and a Tar Heel I got. Rapping to a science I've been Practice it for so long, I got more rhymes than 4 lines than most rappers in a whole song they got written, and that's an achievement you kittens and cats can believe in. So at the end of the show when you go, you wish you didn't have to be leaving, but actually even things I don't say, but let you know implicitly, are so exquisitely expressed that if you could, you go and visit me in Halifax. Rap legend, say it at home please. Halifax, rap legend. To your monitors, go on. Halifax, rap legend. One more time. Okay, second verse. Yo, your crew's overrated. You've been resting on your laurels. I shoot nuts like you, like I worked at a restaurant for squirrels. Yeah, that joke could have been cruder, but I guess I want the world to look upon me fondly, even when I press upon your girls. I know you're thinking, what's with the macho shit, Jesse D? You're more like the opposite, yes indeed. But I thought it was, I don't know, like clever, well, droll, and I'll exercise self-control when I damn well feel like it, or when hell runs cold, whichever comes first. Never said it in verse in my life, alright, but I could have done worse. I'm as good of a person as any you know, and I sped up the flow and it should have been slow. Psych! Just kidding, thought about doing that, but I didn't. Thought that it would make me look bad. Kinda like plagiarism, saving derision, derivative works of a major edition of rap. Woo! Even though today they could take it to prison for that, so if anyone asks, I made all my rhythms from scratch, and you can wink after, they'll never catch me. I'm a gem and not a crook, like the Pink Panther, and also a Halifax rap legend. No matter what anyone says, I'm a, whether you like it or not, I'm a, even if no one heard of me, I'm a. Okay, crowd response. If you came here tonight to have fun, then say yes, please. Yes, please. And if you can do that without hurting anyone, say yes, please. Yes, please. And if you're getting sleepy, you can pretty much just go to bed. And if you're gonna stay up, then please say happy birthday to Joey Z. Now, don't you never tell no one that I told you, but there's no such thing as acting like you know too much. No one owes that thing you do a fair shake or a review, so don't get mad at what I am, cause you think it should be. Ooh, I extend beyond me and take full court advantage just to be remembered fondly, like the pulled pork sandwich at Blue Moon down on Gottingen or Northern Diner breakfast. My provider with more than kinda breakfast. Nevertheless, it's the Halifax rap legend. No matter what anyone says, I'm a, yeah, whether you like it or not, I'm a, even if no one heard of me, I'm a, say it again, I am a, so they can hear you in the next room, so they can hear you in the next county, so my folks can hear you in Halifax. I made it, mama. Gosh, that was nice. Thank you so much for having me. I have been Rap Legend Jesse Dangerously. Those songs are all over my Bandcamp here and there. A couple of them aren't even out yet, so you're just among the lucky few who know some emotions I've had that I didn't even talk to my therapist about yet. Yeah, I should go call my therapist. Thanks so much. Happy birthday, Joey Z and Zed. Fuck.